Hello guys, Dave and Alex here with the Hyperspace Vault. Thank you for joining us on another video, and today we're going to take a look at this Electrostaff Purge Trooper from the Gaming Greats line of the Black Series. Stay tuned while we unbox this figure. Alright, so check out this Electrostaff Purge Trooper, and it's exclusive from GameStop we picked up recently. And we missed out on the first release when Jedi Fallen Order was released last year. They had an exclusive figure that had it had some red on it. It was like the Commander Purge Trooper, I believe. And we did see that figure, I think, on Triple Force Friday, or maybe a day or so afterwards. And we skipped on it because we picked up a bunch of stuff from Triple Force Friday and thought, well, we'll just get this figure later. Well, that was the end of that figure. We never saw it again. So yeah, we missed out on the original one. So I'm super glad that we got a hold of this one to go with our Cal Kestis figure.
And our second sister figure.
Yeah, that was the two figures we picked up on Triple Force Friday that were from Jedi Fallen Order.
So spoilers if you haven't played the game. Trilla, or second sister. Yeah, also with Cal Kestis is going to go real good with this Electrostaff Purge Trooper.
Alright, so let's get into the packaging. I love the color on this. Kind of like a purple or amethyst color, real bright purple. It kind of, matches that Electro staff that he comes with. So really cool looking color in the background and on the side of this figure.
Yeah, I'm gonna move Baby Yoda over here. So yeah, here's the side.
Yeah, that bright color purple, and then there on the back we have the old style Black Series box, and there's a small description on the back.
Electrostaff Purge Trooper. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order features Purge Troopers, a new class of soldiers who assist the Inquisitors in hunting down any remaining Jedi.
Alright, very cool.
Let's go ahead and get it cracked open. Phew.
Alright, there we go. There you can see the figure in the blister pack, and there's no additional accessories other than the Electrostaff. Alright, we got the figure out of the blister pack, and first impressions are this figure is really nice, but Alex noticed right off the bat that this is basically just a clone trooper body, armor, and legs and arms, and the whole body is a clone trooper except for the helmet, of course. And we know some problems right away with the Electrostaff. The little electro lights, I guess you call it, aren't attached to the staff, so they just kind of hang on there. So there's no way to really put them on the tip end of the staff.
Yeah, you can kind of see down here, this one's already like falling off. Ah!
So other than that, articulation is limited on this figure because of the armor and everything, but it looks really cool. I like the design of it. And, of course, the Purge Trooper helmet's really cool, I think. Alex, you want to get into... Are you going to show the figure and articulation?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get him up here. I'm going to remove his Electrostaff and look at it real quick. You can see, yeah, these are really loose on there, so...
Yeah, they just slide in and off. There's no attachment points. It'd been nice if there was there'd be some pegs on the end or something where you can attach it and kind of hold it there, but there's not any. So, but yeah. It looks cool, but yeah, it doesn't work very well.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the articulation of this figure now. First, I'm going to go, from the head down. I'm going to try not to miss anything, and if I do, then, I'm sorry. But, first off, I just want to admit that the articulation isn't that great, so just stick with me here. The head can turn all the way around. It's a little hindered by this thing right here, but, it's pretty easy to turn it around. Yeah, so the head looks up that far, not that good, and then it looks down that far, so, yeah, it's pretty down, and I'm pretty sure you can kind of like, nope, you can't get it to go forward and back. Alright, head pivot, very little, but, I mean, hey, it's there, and that's all that matters. And, we're gonna go down, to here.
Torso.
Yeah, torso. He does have an abdominal crunch. Yeah, could kind of move it around. It's a little hindered by everything around it and stuff. It goes down that far, right there. And then it goes back that far, which is kind of just the default. And then pivot, not that much, just like the head, but hey, at least it's there. And then moving on to this arm, both arms are different articulation-wise. This one is very hindered. Really, the only position you can have it in is like this, if you're going in or out. It doesn't go in any further, and it doesn't go out any further, realistically. Unless you take this off, which would take a long time. But yeah, it is very hindered by this thing right here. You can kind of get it a little bit, but not that much. Alright, it is double jointed right there. You can see it goes in that far, kind of hindered by this. And then it goes back that far. There. And then the hand, surprisingly, a trigger finger. I guess in case you want to put a gun in it. And you can move it all the way around. It is horizontal, so yeah, that's good. It isn't vertical, which would be pretty bad if you wanted to put like a gun in his hand or something. But look at that detail real quick. Yeah. Alright, back to the articulation. If this was, a normal figure, I wouldn't go over the other arm because the articulation would be the exact same. But for the sake of this thing right here, I probably should. So this arm goes up to there, significantly better than this arm, significantly. And then it goes in that far, yet again, a little bit better, probably by like a millimeter. And then, yeah, if you wanted to go up more, you can just get it back like that, and then kind of, I guess you can, yeah, kind of do that right there. And then, yeah, he does have this right here, which is pretty good. No butterfly joint, which is expected on a clone trooper figure. As we go down to the legs, finally, we're going to try to get this soft goods out of the way. Yeah, it does have this thigh movement right here. It goes out, the splits right there. That's as far as they can go out. That's not that good. Pretty sad. But the leg can go back that far. Well, at least, let me just put that one. Yeah, the leg can go back that far. Pretty sad. And then it could go forward that far. Pretty sad again. The legs are double jointed, which is very expected. A little hindered by this thing right here. And then down to the feet, finally. It's just, your usual armored feet. Go back that far. Go up that far, pretty far, Pivot. A little bit of pivot. And that's pretty much it for the articulation.
Okay, Alex has a really cool diorama set up here with the Purge Trooper and Cal Kestis kind of in a battle. My thoughts on the figure are I'm going to rate this figure 3 stars. I'm going to take a star off because of the poor articulation, and a star off of the accessories where there's no attachment point for the Electrostaff special effects, the little plastic thing there. So I'm going to rate this figure 3 stars. It is a cool figure. I love the helmet. I love the design, and the paint apps are great. And also the other figure, which is identical to this one, the commander one with the red, is really cool too, and a really expensive figure right now. So yeah, it's a really cool figure, and it's a must-have. You know, if you're a fan of Fallen Order and the Troopers, which most people are, you still need to get this, but there is some limitations on this figure. Alex, what do you think of this figure?
This is gonna be a little out of the ordinary. I don't usually rate things not 10 out of 10 because I usually just say, you know, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Everything's 10 out of 10. Well, yeah, that's because everything is so good from Hasbro, at least most of the times, things that we review. But I'm gonna have to go little out of the ordinary this time. I'm gonna give the Purge Trooper an 8 out of 10 rating, and that's still pretty high, but that's out of my, you know, range, out of my usual range. And why is this? It's because of the articulation. The articulation is a very big part of these Black Series figures, and you guys might say, well, I don't know, the sculpting is more important than the articulation, but as you could say, I don't think the sculpting is more important than the articulation, because, you know, the articulation is just as important, because, you know, how are people going to, you know, pose them up for their Instagram pictures, you know? How are people gonna pose them up on their display shelves or their, you know, detolfs or whatever? So that's why I rate this an 8 out of 10 and not like a real 9 out of 10. Reasons this might be that hindered is because, you know, we just got it out of the box, and some of the old figures like this with the old molding are, like, you know, real stiff. That might be part of the reason, but I don't know. But besides the articulation, I think the figure is amazing. The sculpting, the helmet, the weapon, the little electro things are a little on the loose side. But yeah, the paint apps are absolutely amazing. It's a great figure overall, except for the articulation. Yeah, that's pretty bad. So that's my thoughts on this Electrostaff Purge Trooper.
Alright guys, that wraps up this video. Please make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and leave us a comment down below and tell us what you think about this Purge Trooper. Alex, take us out.
May the Force be with you, always.